Food insecurity is the uncertainty of when and where one's next meal is going to come. The lack of reliable access to affordable, nutritious food. This can be an extremely debilitating experience to go through and recover from. People are unable to pay for regular meals, or even groceries, for themselves and their families that they care for. Instead of supporting their children's education and paying bills, parents remain worrying about feeding their families. Low wages and economic recessions can put people out of work. Employers tend to reduce salaries in order to cut costs. Lack of access to affordable supermarkets and stores can almost ensure food insecurity, as driving to faraway places with better food may not be an option. People struggling financially are more prone to being food insecure, as well as residents in food deserts and unjustly targeted people of color. Nationwide, nearly 1 out of 4 people can fall into food insecurity. A quick visit to USDA's Food Access Research Atlas can show you the sheer spread and number of food deserts in the United States. There may be several solutions to the systemic issue. Indexing the federal minimum wage to inflation would greatly impact and improve millions of people's standard of living in the U.S. In 2020, more than 800,000 jobs were under the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour. In total, the Bureau of Labor Statistics estimated that 1.1 million workers earned below or at the federal minimum wage in 2020. Furthermore, waiters and waitresses in the restaurant industry mostly rely on tips for their income. Unlike many other European countries, tipping is ingrained in the U.S. culture, a painful average of 15 to 20% on the total bill. A no-tipping policy and fair wages may offer stability that tipping may not provide. Lastly, government-led projects to improve existing or construct new infrastructure has been a tried and tested method to reinvigorate a country's productivity and economic activity. I volunteered at the SF Marin Food Bank warehouse in San Rafael over the summer of 2020. I completely forgot to record and take pictures of what we did, so I went back a few months ago and filmed what you see now. Over the course of my 24 hours there, we sorted fruit and vegetables, unpacked shipments of non-perishables, sealed and packaged family servings of pasta and rice, and assembled meals for the drive-thru. In charge was Randy. For every shift, he gave the briefing on the task ahead, worked with the volunteers, and managed other warehouse workers. He had a few words about this systemic problem.
Okay, well, my name's Randy Roman. I've been with the food bank for about 5 years now. I'm a warehouse specialist and volunteer coordinator. Entertaining groups of volunteers on a pretty much daily basis, Tuesday through Saturday, different projects throughout the week, where our output into the community has pretty much doubled since COVID. Prior to the pandemic, we were putting out to the community about 48 million pounds of food per year, close to 1 million pounds of food per week between San Francisco and Marin. We're currently sitting at, haven't closed the year end yet, 77 million pounds of food to date. So our numbers have almost doubled. The number of households that were impacted has almost doubled. We don't get it done without the community support and a lot of the businesses that help us with donations and things like that from different stores throughout Marin and San Francisco. But put the word out, give us a try. It's not easy to get a spot, especially in the warehouse because of spacing and social distancing. It's a little more challenging, but we appreciate the perseverance, getting on the list, and giving it a try and helping provide food to the community.
Although food banks don't provide a way to end food insecurity for the future, they provide people with an accessible solution free of charge or debt. The food bank carefully instructs its volunteers of the different methods of packaging and delivering food bags during drive-thrus so that each and every person and family is treated equally and with decency. Donating at any food bank will make a difference to someone's day, week, or month.
Eso, gracias.